There's this belief in Football Manager that without an elite striker, you simply won't score enough goals to dominate a season. And honestly, most attacking tactics are built completely around feeding one main striker. But I wanted to try something different. So I tested a tactic with no striker at all, and somehow, it turned into one of the most ridiculous attacking systems I've ever used in FM26 Mobile. Because instead of relying on one player to score goals, the entire team became a goal threat. Defenders were scoring, midfielders were arriving late into the box, wingers were constantly getting chances, and by the end of the season, we had completely destroyed teams without even using a proper striker. I tested this tactic with the Super PSG team and also across multiple other teams, and sincerely, the results were genuinely mind-blowing. Because no matter where I used it, the tactic just kept creating goals consistently from everywhere on the pitch. But with PSG, things became absolutely ridiculous. We finished the season with over 100 league goals scored, completely dominated the league and all the competitions, and honestly, some of the football we were playing genuinely didn't even make sense anymore. So let me show you exactly how this tactic works. The formation is a 4-2-4, but honestly, the roles are what make this system completely insane. At the back, we have two wingbacks constantly pushing forward to create width and overloads in attack. Then in central defense, this is where things already start getting unusual. One defender operates as a libero, while the other plays as a sweeper defender to clean up any danger behind the defensive line. In midfield, we have two box-to-box midfielders constantly driving forward, supporting attacks, pressing aggressively, and creating extra runners into the box. But the attack is where this tactic becomes absolutely ridiculous. On both wings, we have inside forwards cutting into dangerous central areas. And instead of using a traditional striker, the middle consists of a supporting striker and a trequartista, which means defenders are constantly getting dragged out of position because there's no fixed striker for them to mark. Now this is where everything really comes together, the team instructions. Because honestly, the formation alone isn't what makes this tactic broken. It's how the team actually plays. Starting with the mentality, I keep it on overload. Now in possession, the width stays balanced, the tempo is fast, and the creativity is set to expressive, which means the players are constantly moving, rotating positions, combining quickly, and creating overloads all over the pitch. Now defensively, we use a high pressing system with a balanced defensive line. The pressing intensity is set to all over, while tackling stays on normal to avoid unnecessary fouls and cards. We also use an offside trap, and there's absolutely no time wasting activated, because this tactic is designed to keep attacking relentlessly for the full 90 minutes. Then when we transition into attack, this is where things become really unpredictable. We use overlaps because there isn't a traditional striker occupying central defenders. We work the ball into the box, while also playing through balls whenever space opens up. So depending on the situation, we can either destroy teams quickly in transition, or patiently work the perfect opening. Passing focus stays mixed. Passing style stays short, which means opponents genuinely struggle to predict where the next attack is coming from. Sometimes we attack centrally, sometimes through the wings, sometimes directly through the middle with quick combinations. And finally, even the goalkeeper distribution stays mixed too. Nothing becomes repetitive, nothing becomes predictable. And honestly, I think that unpredictability is exactly what made this tactic so dominant over an entire season. So honestly, this might genuinely be one of the craziest attacking tactics I've tested in FM26 Mobile so far. A completely strikerless system, yet somehow still capable of scoring over 100 goals in a season. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more broken tactics like this, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments, would you actually use a strikerless tactic in your save?